Hello, Mr. Geislart here, and I'm going to show you how to use your graphing calculator, the TI 8384. They all pretty much work the same for these problems to solve trig problems. Okay, before we put this in our calculator, what we're going to want to do is write an equation. So, in order to do that, I'm going to start off by looking at my angle, which is 52.3. This is my opposite side, this is my adjacent side, which means I'm going to use tangent. So I'm going to say that the tangent of 52.3 is equal to my opposite side over my adjacent side. Now I'm going to cross multiply and I get 12.8 is equal to x times the tangent of 52.3. Now to solve for x, I divide by the tangent of 52.3 and divide by the tangent of 52.3. At this point, it's just a calculator problem, and I will show you how to do that. Okay, whenever you're using your graphing calculator to use sine, cosine, or tangent, the first thing you need to do is make sure your calculator is in the correct mode. It should be in what's called degree mode. So the first thing you have to do is push this button here that says mode, and you'll get this menu. If your calculator is blocked in like that where it says radian, you need to change that so it's blocked into degree. So if you arrow over to degree and hit enter, it's now blocked in degree, so your calculator is in degree mode. And that's what you're going to need to do this problem. Once you have that done, now it's just a matter of plugging it in. You want to do 12.8 divided by, then you just hit the tangent button, and then 52.3, and I like to close the parentheses all the time, hit enter, and that will be your answer. So 9.89 will equal x in this case. Here's a similar question, so let's go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to start, here's my angle. This is my opposite side, this is my adjacent side, so that's tangent. So I want to do the tangent of 55.7 is equal to the opposite side, which is x, over the adjacent side, which is 11.2. Now this time when we cross multiply, I'm going to go ahead and do x times 1 is x equals 11.2 times the tangent of 55.7. So now I'm going to take my calculator and do that. Now I know my calculator is already in degree mode because I just did a problem with it. So when we want to do 11.2, just do 11.2 times the tangent of 55.7 and hit enter. Now you might have a sine or a cosine question as well, and if that's the case, then you're just going to push the sine or cosine button. So make sure that you push the right button when you're doing this, and that will be 16.42. Okay, in this one we're going to do an inverse tangent because we want to find the measure of an angle. So in this case, again, this is my opposite, this is my adjacent. So we say that the tangent of x is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. Now, in order to solve, what we need to do is we need to do the inverse tangent. So to find x, I do the inverse tangent of 11.8 over 24.3, and that is equal to x. So let me show you how to do that in the calculator. Okay, so in your calculator now to do the inverse, you'll notice right above tangent, it's hard to see here, but it says tangent to the -1, and that's in blue, so I have to hit the second button. So I hit second tangent, and you get that tangent to the -1, and then you just put in 11.8 divided by 24.3, close parentheses, and hit enter, and that's going to be 25.9 degrees. And that's how you use the inverse tangent.